What's up, Lords Mobile fans? It's your man Adventurer Dan here, and today I'm bringing you our latest WoW. I believe it happened last night, and unfortunately we did lose. However, we had a lot of really close battles. They did end up migrating in an 8-piece champion with 30 something blessed, level 12 Astrolight, but we still gave it a shot, and so big shout out to the guild. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Peace. Okay guys, jumping right into the action here. I am currently holding Bright Fort. The guild _O_ had just rallied me, and I actually won it even though I was down a bunch of troops. So I was super happy with that defense. However, I don't think they were too happy, and their morale was definitely hurt because their main lead ported over, and me and him have a very similar account, so I thought it would be a great match. Unfortunately, he was not the one that set the rally. It was this OG ski guy. Now this guy definitely was not in their guild, nor was he in the kingdom at the start of WoW. So this is one of their borrowed leads. He also left the kingdom right after WoW ended, so that's always a fun time when you go up against a borrowed lead. I was holding the fort with a 424, so I figured he'd probably send a 055 or a 208. All I needed to do was defend one more rally and this fort would have been locked, so I decided to stay in it. However, as you guys will see shortly, he did not send a 055 or a 208, he sent more of a 442. So I kind of wish I had stayed into a 424 formation, but because I had already asked my guild to send me a bunch of range, my comp was completely messed up, so I had to pull. The score remains even at 1-1. I believe they won over at one of the Tempests maybe, so definitely still a game going on, and I wonder how this new lead will help them going forward. Okay guys, and as you guys can see, they just rallied us at Lunar Fort, which I believe all we needed to do was take this rally and we will lock it. So pretty easy win too. I think it was 2 million to like 700,000. I don't know why they allowed that guy to lead. Now we're walking on Frozen and we win that one too. I mean, we're doing really well so far. It's currently, I believe, the score 3-1. And I just told Breadmander he should probably go try Bright Fort, because they have some troops in there too, and I will probably take over Frozen Fort. I'm just checking all the forts, making sure that none of them are getting too low. I look at Sky Fort and I see that it has about 9 minutes left on it, so I decide just to send in like a 1-troop march, just so I can reset that and cause them a bit more pain before they can lock in any fort. A full siege march usually can do the trick, you know, especially when there's nothing in the fort. But after this, I believe I'm gonna go port over to Frozen and put my leader in Frozen so I can hold that. As you guys can see, there's about 18 minutes left, so still a long time, but hopefully we can distract them at some of the other forts. I do believe they were able to lock in Tempest. So the fort battle is currently 1-1. The rally battle is currently 3-1. Now this part of the WoW, I get really frustrated with my guild. If you can't tell what's happening, they tried to send in a relief march so that their big guy could get into the fort, and they actually screwed up the timing of it. There was probably a solid 5 to 10 seconds where one of the people sitting around the fort could have soloed it in and completely reset the timer. So I got really frustrated at this part. However, I feared they wouldn't be able to get the fort full in such a short amount of time. To my surprise, they did, and the results definitely showed that. We lost by a really heavy margin. Their guy is definitely a lot stronger than any of us in the guild, and it was a rough hit for sure. But you know, we're not gonna let us dwell on that too long, because you guys look at Frozen. the time has gone down a lot. It's at 13 minutes now instead of 18. And possibly I'll be able to lock this in if they aren't paying too much attention to what's going on. Going through that hit that they just had on Brightfort, I was super confused on this guy's familiars that he used. I had never really seen it where they only used 2 Pact 5 familiars and everything else tier 4 and tier 3. I mean, let me know in the comments if you guys have seen this lineup before, but this was a first for me, and I wasn't sure if he knew what he was doing or if he was just a complete noob, but you know, I gave him the benefit of the doubt, definitely. As you guys can tell by the report, he was in a range foul, and I guess that's why he had his range familiars. I don't know, I've never seen that before. Don't ask me what he was doing. Whatever it did, it definitely worked for him though. So at this time, Frozen has gone down a lot, and I believe they are only gonna have time to set one rally on it. I believe Frozen has gone down pretty low. As you see, Lucky Day, their main lead, just poured it in, and I don't think they've. Oh, he's walking already. He's walking. As you guys can tell, he's sent a 4-4-2. So I stayed in foul, and then they set a double actually. So I quickly swapped to range to see if I can take the Nets rally. It's walking in about 5 seconds. I get a few refills, but not enough. And there was that glitch where you click on the rally and nothing shows. And I'm sorry if it looks like things are going super fast. You know, I'm trying to click a bunch of buttons at the same time, and I don't even know what this other guild sent. UC, it was like a 2-4-4 or something. I don't even know. Yeah, I think it was like a 2-4-4. I never even heard of that formation before. And I actually take the double rally with not even full refills. Now the UC guy is a little bit weaker than me, but not by much, and the Lucky Day guy is definitely probably my equal, so I was super happy that I was able to take the double rally, and because of that we are able to lock in Frozen Fort now, which is super helpful. As you see by the report there, he did have a 4-4-2. We definitely had a lot more tier 5 than him. I would say probably close to double his tier 5 count, so that's always helpful. And we actually barely won that. Oh, this was the second hit too, that to show that he had that, you know, 2-4-4, which I don't even know what he was thinking. But yeah, super proud of the boys, and a nice double hold, and that was probably my first double I think I've ever taken on my account before, so very happy with my progress. And this is the second lead they migrated in. He was a 7-piece champion, very thick account too, and I believe we had to pull from Skyfort because he was rallying that. But now I've set a 0-5-5 on OG Ski's Comet Fort. My guild's gonna carpet me in, and I'm gonna make sure I'm Inf Wedge burn. He burns out of that. Holy moly, that was a close battle. He definitely knows what he's doing. I've never had a 0-5-5 that close versus 4-2-4, so either his stats are just way above mine, or he knows what he's doing with these familiars. Now there's a second rally walking on me. Unfortunately, some of my guild pulled to send re-rains, and they didn't speed them in time, so it's probably not gonna go too well. As you see, I get burned out. But it was a close hit. Possibly if my guild had, you know, a little bit faster, or maybe not pulled, it would have kind of changed the dynamic of that one. But you know, at the end of the day, I had a 0-5-5 in there. I would have had to pull anyway to resend. So not too disappointed in that, those hits. The score of our rallies, I believe, is 6-3, so we're double the wins than losses, which is always positive to have, and that's something that is definitely overlooked. And now I'm actually porting over to Skyfort, and I'm sending a rally on Skyfort. It's already walking. Versus the second lead they migrated in, the 7-piece champion, and I don't think he'll get a full rally in time, so I do win that one by about 230,000 troops. And as you see, his account is definitely a thick boy too. And for our final rally, I decided to try my luck at defending OG Ski again. So far, I pulled from him at the beginning, then he beat Redmander, and now he is sending that same exact comp with the weird familiars that I've never seen before. So I decided to take it in Infoul, which I do definitely regret. I think range foul would have served me a lot better, and I do get burnt out, but it was about a 550,000 troop difference. Not the end of the world. But yeah, really fun time, and thank you guys for watching. Peace.